Hey everyone. Um, just a quick update. As a new YouTuber, I noticed for the May readings that I had a lot more viewers for Aquarius than I did the other signs for the month of May, and I'm not sure why. All I'm doing is I'm just putting some information out there. We're just going to see what I'm just going to see what I get back. Trying not to, put too much analysis into it right now. I'm just trying to give the best possible readings that I can. But what I thought might be cool is to do an extended version for May for Aquarius and just see if we're supposed to get more information or there's more clarification. If if there are more messages that come out of the May 2019 reading. So I have the original cards that were pulled from that first video, and if you have not seen that first video and you're here for the extended, it might be, of interest to you to go back and just review the general overview. I will say it's hard for me to kind of summarize it in a short amount of time so we can get to the extended, but my best approach for the summary is that it's like you're in a potential state of conflict, in a possible situation where conflict resolution is upon you, is needed, is something that you are wanting, something that the other parties are wanting, and maybe there is some difficulty or challenge about how to go about it, what approach is best, what ways you can really put the matter to rest, and how you can all move on. The cards that I got were the Seven of Fire, and I did do a clarifying card for defending your beliefs and decisions, standing your ground, choosing your battles wisely. The clarifying card that we got from the first video was the King of Air. And so initially, this defending your beliefs, we got clarification that this is really about potentially needing professional advice. So if you're in a conflict of some kind and this may require an expert, or it may be of benefit to you and the other party to hire or bring on board an expert who can help you either through mediation or some other type of expertise to help you balance out some of these considerations. We also got the Eight of Water, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. We talked a little bit about how, the belief is here that you are ready to move on. You're either ready to resolve the issue or you're ready to move on with another party who you think you'll have a better rapport or relationship with, business or otherwise. We also got the Ten of Fire, too much work, accepting help from others, life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. And yeah, one of the things we were talking about is, with the number 10 being associated with career, this can mean that there's some conflict with work, there's some conflict between your career and the people at home. You're trying to find that balance between how to spend time in both places where all parties feel like they have enough of your time and energy. And we also got Two of Water, a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. So this, by the way, is not necessarily in the original order. I'm just giving you the background message here. But we were talking about how this relationship could benefit from some additional expertise. There's the possibility of forgiving each other and moving on. There's the possibility of resolving the conflict and moving on. And there's the possibility of deciding we did our best and we're going to move on independently, or however it is that you need to resolve. And our Archangel card was clairaudience. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind and from other people. So 2 cards that spoke to potentially getting advice from other experts, listening when those other people give that advice to you, having the opportunity to seek people out, or when that crosses your path and you feel like there's a synchronistic moment and you're like, gosh, I met this person, I had no idea they were in this certain field, or that they were, that they had the knowledge or contacts, or that there was a connection that I could benefit from. Really taking the time to stop and see if that person or persons can assist you with this matter, as I say, either personally or professionally. So I just wanted to do a little bit more to see if we get additional insight, additional information, to see if there's something else that can come out of the May reading, now that we're a weekend. And I will have some other cards, some other decks that I'll be pulling from. But let's just see what we get for more information on the May 2019 experience and relationship, career, or what messages the angels want to give us specifically for Aquarius, please. What information we are supposed to get for Aquarius. Okay, so you get the Chariot, you get an Archangel card, Archangel Metatron, an important achievement, self-discipline, willpower, public recognition. What number is this? Number 7. So number 7 is associated with partnerships and relationships. So I feel like this can be telling us that once you make this attempt to really strive for balance in your relationships, and once you work through this potentially challenging situation, seeing both sides, addressing it head on, taking action, making a decision that where you're taking both parties into account, you're really heart-centered about it, you're really doing your best not to let your ego run away with who's going to win, who's going to be right, who's going to be wrong, staying clear and grounded, exercising control. I think what you're potentially going to find is that people around you, either the people directly impacted by the situation that are in this personal exchange with you, or in this group setting, if it's a work environment, you're going to garner some additional respect and potential honor or potential approval on something, where you may think, okay, I'm going through this personal hell. I'm going through this battle and this challenge that people don't understand and don't know about and have zero appreciation for. And what I think you're going to be surprised to learn is that people saw it all along. They either saw the challenge, they were aware of the miscommunications, they were aware of the obstacles that you were facing. They may not have been privy to, all the all the underlying information, but they were aware of enough that they know you could have walked away, or they know that you could have you could have tried to strong arm somebody to get your way, or you could have been underhanded about it, or you could have lied to somebody to get out of it. You've taken the easy road, and you are choosing not to. So for those of you that are choosing not to, this card is saying, congratulations, because there's an unexpected reward is a better word, that can come out of doing your best to do the right thing through this, doing your best to try to see all sides. And, you don't have to drag yourself through the mud to try to make this situation work. You're going to do your best, and then you're going to make a decision. This is how I'm going to handle it, and then I'm going to walk away. This is how I'm going to handle it, and I'm going to go through all the steps to make sure that we do this the right way. And I really feel like you're getting confirmation here that people are going to step up and reward you in some unexpected and very much appreciated way for your efforts. You also get the Page of Earth. Good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study, scholarly, dependable, patient, and successful. So once you make this decision, once you move on, once you decide this is how I'm going to handle it, and then now we're going to get going. Now let's get going on the real work. Let's get going on why we came together in the first place. Either we came together to build a relationship and a family and a home, or we came together to build a business and an opportunity to be of service to others. Or we came together to build a product and, really create something that's innovative. And when you do that and you get past this challenge and you get past this obstacle, you can start working on the things that brought you together in the first place, and that will result in potential good news monetarily. Because I think the challenge of this issue will get old after a while. It has to get old after a while if that's all you've been doing is working on whatever this clarification from a misunderstanding is, or this back and forth, yeah, I know I am, but what are you? That's challenging in the short term, but it gets very, very old when you're better than that, and they're better than that, and together you can create something very meaningful. So this card is saying that you can be very successful at the things that you all came together for in the beginning, and you can count on each other, and you've learned now from this experience. So if you cross this road again, you will know how to get back to center and find a way to avoid having this be so major next time. And it might even put you into an opportunity where you get to explore a new area of study, or a new branch off into a new opportunity for work, or within the home. You as a family get a chance to create something that you're both passionate about, or that your family's passionate about. And we'll take those lessons, we'll take those lessons that you've learned, that, go at it steady. There's no, everybody's in a rush, and I get that, everybody's got to do everything better, faster, quicker, smarter, cheaper. But the reality is that you don't get to do all of those things at once. And I think you're going to find that the patience that you've acquired from this experience, the opportunity to see the other person or the other parties as dependable And now you've got this base of trust that you didn't have before. So that once again, when you run into a situation where you're confused or nervous or scared, wait a minute, we went through this. We handled it. I know that they're going to be there. I know they're not going anywhere. They know that about me. We're good. We're not going to have to fight each other to get to the next step. We can bypass some of that. You have the Eight of Air, an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. So I think, and I've said this before, I don't remember if this is with your sign or not, but with air cards, I tend to see them as an opportunity to put away some fears and some worry that we don't really have any evidence for, but we build up in our mind and they become very real. They become very powerful and can really trap us. And that's what this card says, the illusion of being trapped. So if you come into something without the confidence in the other person, or the confidence that you two can get through something together, then they're going to mirror that, and they're going to feel it, and they're going to respond in turn and have that same level of fear and nervousness about whether or not they can trust you, and whether or not they're trapped, or whether or not you feel trapped. It's like, oh, okay, you feel trapped? Oh, I didn't know you felt that way. Well, now I feel that way. Or, you're not sure we can work on this? You're not sure we can work things out? Well, now I'm not sure we can work things out. And things will just build on each other, and then neither of you will work on it because you're too frozen in your own illusions. And the other consideration here is going back to remembering that if you've done everything you can do, if you've tried every avenue, walked down every path you can walk down, I mean, I'm certainly not giving anyone, relationship advice here. What I'm saying is telling yourself that you can't move, even though you've done everything that you can do to make something work, is really the conversation that you're having with yourself. It's not the actual situation that you're seeing. So this is just about thinking positive, which is it's not so much thinking positive as it is in recognizing that you've done so much work to be positive up to this point. When the rubber meets the road here, this is not the time for you to back down and start questioning whether or not you're doing the right thing. You've either made a decision to stay or you've made a decision to go, and now you're following through. You're taking action because you've seen the truth of the situation, and now you have faith, at a minimum, in yourself, that this is the right opportunity, situation, environment, etc. for you, and you're going to move forward on making it work, or searching for that opportunity and environment that is the right thing. You also get the Six of Water. Memories from your history or childhood, or issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. To me, this is one of the most emotional cards in the series here of the elements. Certainly within the water elements. because memories from your past and your childhood, certainly, um, your your personal history is very complex, and some of what's going on may have triggered some things that you're you're aware subconsciously, but they're not coming to surface as the past or the history. It's coming into this situation and this current challenge as a reality, and really it's more of a trigger. And so not only do you have this complex challenge that you're dealing with another person or another party, but then you start adding in confusion around some childhood experiences or some of your past, or some of your connections with friends, past romantic partners, and this can all be, it just can make it more confusing. So I would say if you've got an opportunity to at least take an honest look at, is this something that have I been through something similar in my past? And this is not necessarily so dramatic right now, what I'm going through, as it is, this is more of a buildup of years of feeling this way, or my past somehow coming back into play, and I'm not seeing it as me tapping into this other past experience and kind of laying that on the other person, or laying that on this situation, when it doesn't really have the full gravity of what's happening. So just something to be aware of. And with the number 6, this can also be your day-to-day routines, how you operate in a day-to-day work environment and setting, and also your health. So consider that this can also be just a cautionary card about how to handle memories that come up, and how you process and release them, and how they potentially come into your day-to-day interactions with others. We also get the 8 of Earth. Skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. So yeah, once you process everything, once you get everything laid out with this other person or this other party, and you're both on the same page, this goes back to this Earth card as well. Wanting to advance in a certain field of study, and then having the financial reward because this work that you all are doing together is getting recognized, and your interest level in learning everything you can about it is noticed by others, and other people are witness to it, and they're appreciative, and they want some of your knowledge and your skill set associated with it. So I think there's just a real positive potential outcome to come out of this if you do a lot of the hard work, continue to do it, like I said, throughout the month of May. That goes along with, I really just want to hide out on this. I do not want to have this conversation. I do not want to go to this event. I do not want to get this mediator. I just want this to either go away, or I want to walk away. But you making the decision that you're going to jump through the hoops, I think can really benefit you. And our final card is the treasure chest. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. So this is the last card I drew right after I said, if you keep up the good work, there is a reward. And I don't know if it's the end of May, because that would be the universe using instant karma on us. I don't know if we're ever that fortunate. By the way, this card is from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck, and I love this deck because it's so funny. It's the front of the card is this whimsical, magical image, and the advice and the message contained within these cards is very practical and very down to earth, and I think really speaks to the human experience. So to me it's a little bit of a dichotomy of how the cards work, but that plays right into what we were saying. I think that you all are in a really good place, have great opportunities. You might just have to work a little harder to see them and a little harder to get all of the reward that's coming to you, but I really feel like you're getting very close, and this is the work that you do is going to benefit you in many ways, and in many ways to come. So, well, I hope the extended Aquarius May 2019 reading was helpful for you. If you would like a personal reading from me, please go to my website, angelawakening.net, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.